What is going on, all you wonderful A-plusers out there? It is I, Stuart, here once again, this time giving you my thoughts on the Aquaman panel here at DC FanDome. This is going to be a very short video because it honestly didn't really give that much information about what we can expect from the upcoming Aquaman sequel. However, I did think it was kind of a fun panel to just listen to the two of them talk. So let's get into this. This panel, of course, had James Wan and Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson was talking about when he started working on his role as the Ocean Master in Aquaman. One thing that was very interesting was finding out, of course, his way of getting the role was because he had worked with James Wan before when James Wan was directing one of the Conjuring movies. I believe they said it was The Conjuring 2 when James Wan found out that he was going to be directing Aquaman. So I will say this, though. So after watching the first Aquaman movie, I definitely think that he knows what he's doing when it comes to making a really fun superhero movie, but also knowing that they got, you know, a guy who's mostly known for horror behind this movie. I think that when it comes to Aquaman 2, and this is also from a quote that he used during this panel, you know, the brief moments that he did talk about Aquaman 2, he did mention that this was going to be a bit darker than the first movie, and it was going to be a little more relevant in today's culture or today's society, I guess you could say. So it is kind of interesting with those couple of things in mind. I definitely think that we can probably see like Jason Momoa if we're going in a little more of a darker tone with him, or a more serious tone in general. Like I feel like, you know, Jason Momoa as Aquaman, he's definitely going to have to change a lot about himself because now he's gone from just, you know, saving the day, being a superhero. You know, even though in the first movie his heart was always in the right place, the issue is that he's not quite fit to be a king yet. He hasn't quite shown us as the audience why he's better to rule all of Atlantis than like other people that technically could probably do a much better job. Like obviously he's better than Ocean Master because he's not trying to go to war for no reason, but he's also not the brightest person out there. Plus he doesn't know a lot about Atlantean culture altogether. So it is going to be kind of cool to see if that's what they decide to explore when moving on to this second film as well. We also, going back to James Wan being a horror director, you know, when we look at that one scene that involved the trench, there were rumors for a little while that was going to be made into a spin-off film, which I could totally see. If any director was going to do it, I could see it being James Wan, giving it like a very horror-like element to it. So if we get a little more of that in Aquaman 2, I also wouldn't be surprised at all. And also the fact that Patrick Wilson was part of this panel kind of indicates a little bit that there's a chance we might be seeing him return in the sequel. So overall, while we didn't really get much information about Aquaman 2, it was still kind of cool hearing, you know, James' thoughts on being able to direct this movie, and I definitely look forward to seeing where they go with it. But guys, that's just my A+ opinions. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of the panel, and if you guys are looking forward to Aquaman 2 as much as I am, definitely let me know in the comments below. But remember, above all, to keep it A+. Okay, wow. I unfortunately have some bad news. I was also supposed to be covering the Shazam panel as well. However, I lost track of time as I was editing this video and realized that I completely missed the entire panel. I caught that Sinbad was in it, and I caught that they now have a subtitle for it, but I didn't really get to watch it all the way through. So I'm going to wait until later tonight when they have the Shazam Encore, and I will give my thoughts on that panel tomorrow instead of today. I am so sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on Aquaman. It'll probably be similar to you know, Shazam, because I'm sure Shazam's kind of the same thing. They probably can't give too much away, but yeah, I apologize for that. I'll try to do better next time.